Hi, I'm Tyler Rager, Director of the Center for the Enhancement of Teaching and Learning at ECC. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to enable and set up breakout rooms within Zoom. Breakout rooms can be a great way to facilitate small group conversation, as well as really put a focus on active learning in online synchronous class sessions. Before using breakout rooms within a class session in Zoom, I need to first make sure I have the feature enabled in my Zoom account. So I'm going to begin by going to my Zoom account, and in the far left-hand side of the screen under Settings, I want to make sure I'm under that Meeting tab, and about halfway down in the Meeting settings, I'll have the option for In-Meeting Advanced, and under that, it will have a place for breakout rooms there. I want to make sure I have breakout rooms enabled, and right underneath that, you'll notice that it gives me the choice if I want to possibly even be able to allow participants or assign participants to breakout rooms before a session begins. I would actually recommend, because it's pretty simple and pretty quick to assign participants to rooms in a session itself, and it can take a fair amount of coordination to assign participants before a session. Probably just plan to actually assign the participants in the session rather than doing it ahead of time. Now that you've enabled the breakout room feature within Zoom, whenever you're in a meeting, you'll have in your control panel at the bottom there, among other options like the chat, share screen feature, you'll have a button now for breakout rooms to be able to control and set up breakout rooms. One thing to be aware of is if you have meetings, sessions that you set up prior to enabling the breakout room feature, it may not be enabled in those already created sessions. So if you already have class sessions set up or recurring meetings before you'd enable the breakout rooms, you may need to actually go and create new sessions or a new meeting ID to have that breakout room feature available. So to set up the breakout rooms, I'm going to click on that button. The very first screen is going to be a pop-up that asks me how many rooms I want to create within this Zoom session. Zoom actually does the math for me, so based on the number of rooms I'm going to create, it will tell me how many different participants will be in each room as I change that number of rooms. On this same pop-up screen, Zoom's going to ask me if I want people to be put in the different rooms automatically, which means that Zoom is going to randomly assign people to the different rooms, or if I want to manually assign people to the rooms myself. For now, let's go ahead and choose the automatic option. I'll hit Create Rooms, and before it actually sends people into those rooms, it hasn't moved people into them yet, as I still have a few more options I can consider before beginning the rooms themselves. When I see the rooms, if I want to change who is in what room, I still have the ability to do that before they begin. To do so, I'm going to hover over a person's name. I can choose to assign them or move them to a different room. Or if I want to, I can exchange them with somebody else. So kind of switching students out of different breakout rooms before they begin. I recommend setting up an automatic end time as well. So by clicking Options, I have a few different choices I can consider, including set up an automatic timer so that all the breakout rooms end after a certain amount of time and everyone's returned to that main session. As I mentioned, I recommend setting up an automatic end time and letting students know how long they'll be in a breakout room. So for small group discussions, 10 or 15 minutes can be a helpful start. You can also always add folks back into their room if they come back and it turns out they need a lot more time to do the work or continue the discussion. Now, if somehow I chose with the wrong options, or I want to kind of rethink and redo how the breakout rooms are set up, I can always hit the Recreate button. And when I hit Recreate, it will reassign the rooms. I can choose, again, change the number of people, and it will reassign the rooms. I can change my options once again from there. Once you're happy with the setup, click Open All Rooms, and participants will receive a notification that they are being invited to join a breakout room. Once they then click Join, they'll be in their breakout room, and when the time is up, they'll be automatically returned to the main session after that. Again, once you're content with those rooms, once you're content with all the options you've decided upon, and you hit Open All Rooms, shows here, it gives you a timer for how long you've set that for, so you as the instructor know how much longer students will be in those rooms. You can get a sense with this of who's in what room. Right now it reads not joined because, again, it waits for a student to click the join button to be put into that room. I encourage faculty to try out the Breakout Rooms feature. Ask students absolutely for their feedback, either in group conversation, individually in office hours, or through kind of your own sort of feedback survey mechanisms. Ask students how helpful they're finding the breakout rooms and certainly adjust as needed. If you'd like more information on what to do as an instructor while students are in the breakout rooms, how to guide students through activities in breakout rooms, you can certainly watch additional videos on the CETL channel. Thanks. Bye-bye.